Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to do a little haul video of some new plush and some new stuff that I recently got. So let's get into it. The first one I want to show you is Steamboat Willie. He is so precious. I love the fact that they re-released him finally. I would really like to get the knitted one from the parks, but I haven't been to the parks recently, but this one is so precious, and he's so soft too. I love how soft they make their plushes at the Disney store, and the fact that his hands are kind of like, he naturally just has his hands spread out like this, which is really cute, instead of like down to the side. So, but yeah, this is Steamboat Willie. He's got his little tail, so yay! The next one I want to show you is Bruno. He is one of my bucket list plush that I have been wanting to get for so long, and I finally got him. He really goes for quite a bit on eBay, and of course he's no longer available in the Disney store, but he's got a patch too. Where's that? Oh yeah, there's his little patch, and I love the three little hairs. I don't know if you can see it. He's got three little hairs that stick up on the top of his head. He's so cute. I love him so much. But like I said, he was one of my bucket list plush that I wanted to get, and Cinderella is one of my favorite movies from Disney, like of all time. So he's actually not my favorite character from Cinderella. My favorite character from that movie is Gus Gus, the little mouse, the little fat one. But Bruno is a close second. So I'm so glad I finally have him, and he is really huge. He's so tall. And then he's got like a cute little grin. So, and I love his eyes. But yeah, that's Bruno. Another one that I recently got, that I've been wanting for a long time, that I hadn't just come around to getting it yet, is Eve from WALL-E, and she is the big version of Eve. I don't know if you can see it down here, that's the little version that's most recent, that the Disney store released they had an anniversary for WALL-E. But I had yet to get the big Eve to match my big WALL-E. So I finally got her, and she was a good deal. The lighting is weird, but you can see she's got her little leaf thing. And then there's her patch right there. So yeah, this is the big one, and her arms have joints in them to where she can, shoot you. And she looks so cute with my WALL-E. This is my WALL-E. So now I have WALL-E and Eve. And he has a joint in his head too. But the only thing about this WALL-E, and I've had him for a while, he's not new, but the only thing wrong with him is his neck. His neck is kind of wobbly and needs restuffing, and I was thinking about maybe making a small incision in his neck in the back to add some more fluff to him. But that's one reason why I got him so cheap, was because his poor little neck. But he still looks cute. I love him. And he's got a patch too. So now I have the matching set of WALL-E and Eve. Yay! But like I said, I've had him for a while, and she's new. Another thing that I got that's new is this Haunted Mansion ornament set. It's the singing bust ornaments. And they don't sing, obviously, but that's who, like, the characters. And my husband is a really big fan of Haunted Mansion. So I got the ornament set, and this was, or is still available in the parks that I know. But the Disney store that I go to, or my closest Disney store that I go to, is actually in an outlet mall. And they have a little bit of everything, a little bit of parks merchandise, stuff that they've already taken out of the parks, and Disney store, like actual Disney store merch. So they have a little bit of everything, and you can see on the back it has, maybe you can see, it has the price right here, and the parks price tag, it says $34.99, but at my Disney store it was, can you even see this? Okay, I'm going to have to turn this lamp off, but anyway, it says $12.99 on it, so that's how much we paid for it, plus I had a coupon. So yeah, I got the Haunted Mansion ornament set. Now I also recently got this these two coffee mugs from the Disney store, and if you put them together they make a heart, and it's the Wally and Eve ones. And I've been eyeing these for a while, and I've just kind of been putting it off of getting them just because there's so much that I want. But and then on the other side it says Wally on one and then Eve on the other. And these are Disney store, and I think they were on sale for $4.99 a piece. So I got them for a really good deal, but I love the fact that when you put them together, they make a little heart, and they're reaching for each other. How cute is that? So I'm glad I have these now too, and they're super cute. And then another mug that I recently got is this Winnie the Pooh mug. How cute is this? Oh my gosh, this mug is so precious. And this was not new. Obviously it has some scuffs on it that won't wash off, but I still wanted it. I got this second hand, and it says Pooh right there. And it actually came from the parks too, I believe. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, it came from the parks. And another mug that I recently got, the last mug that I recently got other than my Mickey Memories mug, is the Chip mug. I have been wanting this. You don't even know how long I've been wanting this. And it was just one that I kind of waited on until it went on sale. And it was $10 at the Disney store. And he's so precious. He's even got his little chip right there. But yeah, I love him so much. I'm so glad I have him now, finally. And then I have all my little pin backs in him, so he holds those really good. I recently did a pin board of my few pins that I do have. I don't really collect pins, but I do have a few from the parks when we went, and we haven't been to the parks in 10 years now, so they're really older ones. And they have been on a lanyard that I got, like a lanyard thing you wear around your neck. They've been on that for the past 10 years. And I finally got a cork board, like a square cork board, to put those on, and they're on the wall. That's why I keep looking over there. But yeah, so I put all the pin backs in my little Chip mug. So yeah, that's Chip. The next thing I want to show you that I recently got is this guy right here. How cute is he? Oh my gosh, he is so awesome. He's so freaking shiny, and I love that so much. But yeah, this is the August Mickey Mouse Memories plush, and I also have a mug. It's that way, but anyway, so this is the August one, and he's supposed to be representing the 1980s, and he is, to me, the one that is least like the 80s in my, or least like the decade in my mind, or in my opinion. I was a kid in the 80s and a teenager in the 90s, and to me, I mean, I get kind of the 80s a little bit, only because the gold fabric, which it doesn't really show up on camera, but if you have one or have seen one in person, the fabric of the gold is kind of like a tinsel almost, and to me that kind of a little bit reminds me of some Barbie dresses and fashion from Barbie in the 1980s. Some of the dresses that she had kind of had that tinsel iridescent fabric to it. So yeah, but to me the 1980s, like I said, I was a kid in the 80s and a teenager in the 90s, and I grew up, and I don't know about other countries, but for me in the U.S., I grew up in a suburban neighborhood, and I mean, everything in the 80s was, I mean, there was so much technology that came out in the 80s, and there was so much merchandise for different brands and branding. Branding was huge in the toy market in the 80s. There were cartoons and cereal inspired by toys, and there were toys inspired by cartoons and cereal. But yeah, I will put some pictures either up here or do a separate little clip of some pictures and talk about some things that remind me of the 80s. This is a Barbie from the 1980s in her gold outfit. And then this is another one. I think I actually had this specific Barbie too. And then this is just some regular 80s fashion. And then this one right here of Alyssa Milano from Who's the Boss is classic 80s. I remember dressing like this too. And then this picture is hilarious. Classic 80s. And then this is very special. This is a picture of me and my sister and my brother on Christmas morning. Classic 1980s. This picture screams 80s. Yeah, so the black and gold, I don't really get that much as far as the 80s. But like I said, the fabric that they did the gold out of kind of looks or reminds me of Barbie clothes in the 80s. So yeah, but this is the August Mickey Memories, and it's so hard to believe that we only have 4 more left for this year. It has flown by so fast, in my opinion. I'm looking forward to next month with the 1990s. It's my birthday month, and also the colors and the patterns on the 90s one is amazing in pictures. I can't wait to see it in person and have him in real life on my shelf with all my other ones. And next to him, he's gonna look cool. So and then in November, I'm really looking forward to the way, or like figuring out the way they're gonna do the new one that they recently gave us a sneak peek of. It's the solid gold. I don't know if you've seen it. You probably have, but it's like little sneak peeks of like his arm, his ear, his half of his face, his foot, and he's all solid gold, like all one fabric it looks like. And rumor has it he's going to be released on Mickey's birthday, like actual birthday, on November 18th. And I'm kind of wondering how they're going to do that in the US. I know that Mickey Memories release day in the UK and pretty much everywhere else but the US, I think, is on the 18th every month. And in the US, it is every 3rd Saturday of the month. So in November, the 3rd Saturday falls on the 17th, and Mickey, like, supposedly the release day of the extra gold, solid gold one is going to be on the 18th. So, because that's Mickey's birthday. So I'm wondering if they're going to make everybody in the US do the whole Mickey Memories Day thing 2 days in a row, or it would be ideal for them to do it to let us get the gold one on the same day as the November one on the 17th, instead of making us come back the next day and do it all over again. But either way, I'll still get him. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the next 4, or actually 5 now, if they do the gold one as an extra one in November. But yeah, this is the black and gold, the August one, and he's super cute. I love him. So the next one I want to show you is this guy right here. Oh my gosh. This is the Christopher Robin plush, Winnie the Pooh, and the movie was amazing. If you haven't seen it yet, you need to go see it. It is so precious and so sweet, and I cried a few times. My husband caught me tearing up especially when they are sitting on the log overlooking the mountains, like Christopher Robin and Pooh together. Those moments in the movie are just so precious. Oh my gosh, if you don't cry, you're heartless. I'm just saying. But anyway, so this is the plush of the Christopher Robin version of Winnie the Pooh, and he is jointed. I'm sure you've probably seen him before, and you might even have him, but this is Pooh, and he's got his little red sweater, and his arms are jointed too, and I love how they made these guys look like weathered, but still modern looking. And new, but I mean, they don't look old, but the way the design of them is older, you know what I mean? But yeah, so this is the sweet little Winnie the Pooh, and I love the paw pads, or the inside of his paws are like a crushed velvet, so it's kind of iridescent looking, which is pretty cool. So, and he's all fat and fluffy. So that's Pooh Bear, and then you gotta have this guy. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Look at that face. Oh my gosh. This is Eeyore. And he's precious. And he's cuddly and so sweet. But yeah, and his tail is attached, which is amazing. I love the fact that they made his tail attached, because some of the other plush, or I think all the other plushes, or versions of him from the Disney store, have the Velcro thing with the tail, and it's really annoying. So I'm glad that they left his tail attached, so he'll never lose his tail again. He's so sweet. And he has like the crushed velvet on the bottom of his feet, not his hands, but his feet. And his joints do not move, but he's so precious. And the coloring on him and the inside of his ears and everything, I'm so glad. They're very true to character as far as the Christopher Robin movie. Oh my gosh. They're exactly like the movie, if you ask me. So this is sweet little Eeyore. And then my favorite, Piglet. Piglet is my favorite Winnie the Pooh character. He always has been, and he always will be. To me, he's all of my favorite things in one. He's tiny and small and soft-spoken and very sweet, and he's like the underdog of the group. And he's pink, which is my favorite color. Plus, this version, his little outfit, like his little scarf and his little green outfit, it's like Christmas colors, and Christmas is my favorite time of the year and my favorite holiday ever. So he's all of my favorite things in one, in a plush. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything more. And his joints do move, although mine, his legs are very stiff and hard to move. I can move them, but I feel like I have to be super careful because they're so tight and stiff. But his arms are stiff too, but not near as much as his legs. So, oh, and I meant to show you the little tag has the Disney Store logo on it as well. So that's little Piglet. Tigger. Ah, I got Tigger. Tigger's eyes. Oh my gosh. Let's just take a second and look at Tigger's eyes. How beautiful is his eyes? I would kill to have that color, that eye color. But yeah, so this is Tigger, and I keep hugging him because they're just, you can't help but hug them. But he's jointed in his arms. The joints are super loose. Like, they swing because they're so loose. Like, I don't know. But anyway, he's got super loose arms. His legs are looser, like, especially this one. This one's kind of tight. But yeah, I guess it's just every one of them is different a little bit with that. And his tail is super long and good for bouncing. So, and I love the way they did him too. I love his face, like the shape of his face. He's very old manish to me, and I think that's precious. So, and I love the coloring on him. I love the fact that they didn't do these super bright or super, like, really colorful, you know what I mean? Like they look like they've been in the 100-acre wood for a long time. So, but yeah, this is my little Tigger. Kanga. Yeah, let me move my arm down. Kanga and little baby Roo. Look how sweet is he. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. And I love her smile. She's just very mom, like that's a mom face to me. So this is my Kanga, and look how big she is, and her tail is humongous. The only thing is her tail is so, hang on, let me sit Roo down. Her tail is so thick through here that you kind of have to put her, and she's jointed too, her arms and her legs are jointed, and you kind of have to put her, or mine anyway, I kind of have to put her legs at just the right angle for her to be able to balance correctly when she sits down or stands up without falling over, because her tail is so thick. And like, she's got beanies down here too, at least I think she does. Yeah, she's got beanies down here, so she's heavy, but she kind of, I don't know what the deal is, but she kind of feels like she wants to fall forward if I don't set her just right. But yeah, this is Kanga. And then the little Roo. Roo is, he comes, of course, in her little pouch. And he was attached right there with a little stitch. It was just like one little thread. And I was very, very leery and debating the whole time, even before I got them, about whether or not I was going to cut him loose or not. And I decided to go ahead and do it, and I did it very, very carefully with a teeny tiny pair of scissors that are really sharp and kind of get, I tell you what, the best thing you could do if you want to cut him loose is, if you don't have like a teeny tiny pair of scissors, is use a seam ripper. If you are a sewer or have a sewing kit, there's a little seam ripper, and the only reason why I didn't use a seam ripper with mine is because I couldn't find it. Those things, I lose seam rippers for some reason. I don't know where I put them, but I never apparently put them back where my sewing stuff is, so I always lose seam rippers. I think it's because I use them for so many different things, with loose threads or different projects and stuff, so I tend to lose my seam ripper quite often. But yeah, so I had to use a teeny tiny pair of scissors that were like with a nail manicure kit. But yeah, he was just attached with one little thread right here, and he was shoved down in there, and her pouch sticks out too. It doesn't like contract back, which I kind of like, because that, you know, it's a mom, you know, her little pouch has to have room for her baby. So, but yeah, and this is cute little Roo, and Roo is the only, hang on, let me set her down. Okay, Roo is the only one that has sewn eyes, like embroidered. They're embroidered eyes instead of the beaded eyes. So, but I mean, that doesn't bother me a bit. I mean, I kind of wish he had beaded eyes, but it doesn't bother me that he doesn't, because he's a little baby. So, and his little sweater is cute, and he's not jointed at all whatsoever, but he's shaped just like Kanga. Yeah, that's all of my Winnie the Pooh Christopher Robin plush, and I got the whole set. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about the set from Christopher Robin. The Disney store, or Shop Disney. First of all, okay, here's what happened. They released these, I believe, in the US. If I can remember right, they released them on Shop Disney, I think it was 2 weeks before the movie was released, and the movie was released in the US on August 3rd, I think. So 2 weeks before, I think it was 2 weeks, I don't know. But anyway, 2 weeks before the movie came out, they released these on Shop Disney. and I immediately fell in love with them. And they are a little bit more expensive than your standard medium plush. Usually the medium plush average around $20. Sometimes they have a deal where if you buy more than one, you get them for $16. Sometimes they have a deal where certain ones are $10. And then they do another sale where you can buy one, get one for $2, which is awesome. But these were more expensive. And I believe they ran, like, I know Kanga and Rue were a little bit more. And then Pooh, Eeyore, and Tigger, I think, were the same price. And then Eeyore was, Piglet was a little bit less because he's smaller. I think Piglet was like 18, and then these were like 20 something. And then Kanga, I think these were like maybe 30, like $29.95 or $29.99. And then Kanga and Roo was like $34.95, something like that. Don't quote me. But anyway, so they released these way in advance before the movie came out, and I fell in love with them, and I didn't snag them up because they were more expensive, and I didn't know they were jointed, and I didn't know that they were going to be like this high-end, like, collector quality. So I didn't get them right away. And plus, as a collector, you kind of have to watch and pick and choose, especially when you got bills to pay and mortgage and all that stuff. But anyway, so I didn't get them, and then about a week went by and they were sold out. Everybody was talking about them on social media, and they were getting to be very sought after. And eBay had like some listed on there for an outrageous amount. I think Pooh was listed at like $100 or more, just for Pooh on eBay. And that's when I realized I had made the mistake of not grabbing him up when I had the chance, because they ended up going on back order, and the people that ordered them on back order wasn't going to be getting them shipped out to them until October. So I had a feeling that they were eventually going to be getting them in just in time for Christmas, maybe around November-ish, because Disney is very smart. Their marketing team is unbelievably savvy. They know what they're doing, and I couldn't imagine them not having these in stock for Christmas. But yeah, so I didn't want to wait that long, and I knew the more sought after they became, that the more money I was going to have to dish out for them if I really wanted them. So anyway, long story short, or not really that short, I ended up figuring out that the Disney Store UK, when it changed over to Shop Disney UK, they had these in stock, and I realized I was just kind of surfing around on the new Shop Disney UK, because they do have different things than the US, and we have different things than them, some stuff anyway. But I was just kind of surfing around, and I found them, and I figured out that you can buy things from the Disney Store in the UK or from Shop Disney UK and have them shipped to the US. And the shipping is kind of pricey, but actually it's really reasonable when you get the whole, when I got the whole entire lot, or the whole entire collection of the Christopher Robin plush. I can't talk. But yeah, so shipping was $28, which is reasonable when you consider the amount of plush that I bought, but I think the shipping is still $28 to the US, even if you get like something that costs $5. So, but anyway, so it's really worth it if you just go ahead and get, you know, several things. So I was tickled to death that they not only had these guys in stock at the Shop Disney UK, but you can also get them shipped to the US. And that's what I did. That's where I got mine. And I'm so happy that I did, because I got them. And Also, I was thinking the other day about them when I was taking pictures of them for Instagram, that it's really special to me that my Christopher Robin plush came from the UK. Like, that's where the story originated from. That's where the story takes place. And it's really special. Like, they're British, you know? Like, I don't know. And they came from Britain. So anyway, that's just my 2 cents, and I just wanted to mention that I just thought it was really sweet and special that mine actually came from there. And I know they were probably made somewhere else, but they even say London on the tush tag, and to me that's where they came from, and that's where they originated from, and I just think it's really special that they came all this way to be mine. So anyway, that is all of the recent stuff that I bought, and thank you so much for watching this haul video. Thanks, bye!